Yo, it's your boy Alex THFC, Mr. Box Office TV. And if you don't know, you need to get to know. Day 64 of the worst kept secret in football. Tottenham Hotspur still not got a manager. The worst kept secret in football. Oh yeah, we're still carrying on that. If you're wondering where I was on streams, I've been on the beach, like some of the Tottenham Hotspur players. Only they just turned up now. And now the season's over. Thank goodness. Absolutely. Not a season that I'm going to remember. Not that I've remembered a lot of seasons anyway. Since the last time I liked a season at Tottenham Hotspur, oh yeah, Pochettino. But I'm not allowed to go on about that because we can't get over that, by the way. But who else has actually made me realise that, who's actually gave me some football that I actually like to watch, by the way? Yeah, because I've actually switched off, if you didn't understand that already. You know, that's the whole point. I don't care anymore. To people that actually do care, Leeds 1, Tottenham Hotspur 4. KANE FC back again. And what did Mr. Box Office say? Yes, KANE FC last season. And everybody's now saying the same thing that I said last season. Who's the expert now, Tottenham fans? Oh yeah, the main event, the Professor of Truth and Entertainment. And you're welcome. And if you don't know, get to know. But this is actually a review on the game that was really just showing you the best, the worst, and just a bang average of Tottenham Hotspur. All in one. All in one in terms of Leeds were playing to try and get back in, to make sure that they don't get relegated, even though it wasn't in their hands. And Tottenham Hotspur were trying to get into the Conference League. The Conference League that Tottenham fans didn't even want to be in. If you don't understand that, I don't understand it myself really. You want to be in any competition, don't you? Let's look at the game as a whole. Let's start with the first goal. As you looked at the first goal, let's be honest, it was a really good goal in terms of the way that Tottenham played their way and made the chance. Firstly, I've got to give props to Emerson. Still think he's bang average. Sorry, he ain't great. He ain't going to do nothing for me, but big up to him. Puts a really good ball into Puro, who's running down the right-hand side. Puro puts a through ball into Son, and Son finds his partner. Like always, it's like status quo with the two, because that's why they've got the biggest partnership going in terms of assists and goals. Harry Kane's on the left, puts it in really eloquently into the net with his right foot, and that's 1-0 Tottenham Hotspur. If you didn't really watch the first half, there wasn't really that much to see on the first half, let's be honest. These were huffing and puffing. Then you got Tottenham Hotspur trying to catch them on the counter-attack because Leeds need desperately to get back into the game. So really there's nothing really more to say on the first half. But then we move on to the second half and you see the worst and also the bang average side of Tottenham Hotspur. The good also of Tottenham Hotspur as well. So let's talk about the good. And that's again Harry Kane. Now, if you love football, if you love your stars, you'll love this goal. The way that Kane eloquently just kicks the ball over Cooper and then gets past him. And then he finds Poro, who's acres of space. The defending for Leeds, absolutely awful. Awful defending. You wouldn't even... You wouldn't survive in the Championship if you're going to act like that. It's like you put in a back of loads of defenders in front of you, but they're just standing there like statues. Statues like the guards at the Queen at the King's Palace, that they stand there with their guns and they stand there like this and just like that and just nothing, absolutely nothing. Poro with his right foot puts it straight into the back of the net. Now that was a goal, I have to say that. Moving on to the worst about Tottenham Hotspur. Let's talk about our defence. You had warnings before then. Let's be honest here. We had warnings because Leeds were still getting through. Even though I was heard that Langley and Sanchez were handling everything aerially very, very well. Well, that's a statement that I've never heard before, to be honest with you. They still need to be gone, and that's it. Hammerson, this was from a throw-in. Leeds throw-in. Abel got the ball over to Harrison, and Harrison was able to shoot and score. And that put Leeds back into the game. Only for Tottenham Hotspur to put the fire out straight away. It was Puro on the break, and then a pass over to Kane, and Kane, you know the rest. He finishes it beautifully with his right foot. Again, was that his last swan song at Tottenham Hotspur? Then we saw his ultimate celebration at Tottenham Hotspur in a Tottenham Hotspur shirt. Lastly was the goal with this swan song, let's say Mora, and Mora scoring the goal, dribbling past a few players who got past about four players, and then shoots right into the box and into 6-yard box into the goal. Pretty brilliant dribble. The only problem with Mora is, just before then, a couple of minutes ago, he lost the ball and nearly gave a goal away. Conceded a goal because of his carelessness on the ball. So you see another side of a player that has a good side of him, but also has a really bad side of him when he dallies on the ball, Leeds get the ball back and nearly score from that error from Mora. It's quite clear. Again, the good, the bad, and the bang average. That's Tottenham Hotspur. That ultimately was the end of the game, and Leeds ended up losing out the Premier League into the Championship, relegated and done. That's it. Ultimately, this is a result just showing you exactly why Antonio Conte was always right about these players. We don't want to admit it. We might not have our thoughts on Antonio Conte, but he was ultimately right about Tottenham Hotspur and the whole club. Tottenham Hotspur are a mess. Absolute mess. Today didn't prove anything to me, and it's exactly why I switched off. Because I knew one way or another they would turn up today against a Leeds side that were going down ultimately. It's sad, very sad. But the message is really to Tottenham Hotspur fans is that you can always be a Leeds United if Tottenham Hotspur don't sort themselves out. This team needs another build. And as far as I'm concerned, most of these players need to go. Reality-wise, it's not going to happen, but most of these players need to go. And we need to start building another team of warriors and players that actually connect and have chemistry together. And that's it. This is not going to be good enough for next season, ultimately. But well done, KANE FC, back again. Back to life, back to reality. Exactly. Back to reality next season when Tottenham Hotspur won't be any good, and that's it. That's all you get today from your boy, your man, the Professor of Truth and Entertainment, the main event, Mr. Box Office TV. And as I always end the video, like I always do, I'm leaving out all day, every single day. And that's how we do it on Mr. Box Office TV. And I'm out.